Hello everyone, and welcome to Festival Storytime. What's GMT Fino Ayada? Alright, so now we are going to be finishing the first game of Danganronpa today. That is my goal. To really refer to things like those. I know, because it's, I think, over in Europe and so on, GMT is how outsiders view it. You guys just view it as that overall kind of time, right? I don't know. I've never had to use GMT really all that much myself, so I couldn't quite say. But because I'm excited, we're gonna go right into it. Boom, just like that. Bonus stream right into the game. Boom, no waiting. Let's go, 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 go. So basically, got that right. Awesome. So where we left off is we found the magical pass to open up all these lockers. We found out the hero's locker's over here, and Kyoko's. Now, none of the other ones. You got here in time exactly. Now you're not going to miss anything. Maybe you should go get some cookies. Okay, so what is left? I wonder if I should. No, I won't go show Kyoko. All that's left, I believe, is looking at the garden. Yes. Looking at the crime scenes again. Donuts. I know when you said that in the chat before, I'm like, what else was there that's... I wonder. Yeah, I don't think there's really anywhere else that I haven't seen. So off to the crime scenes. Yeah, we saw the data center. We saw the headmaster's room. All right, we went into the biolab. Now we go revisit the scene of the crime. 4 hours ago? Yeah, it's been a while. The body's gone? Crow's body. It's not here? Oh, I should probably put my phone on silent. There we go. Hello, plant. Crows eat blah blah blah. I don't like it's. You don't think it's related to the case, huh? Yep, it could be in the morgue. Yep, same amount of chickens. So, do we have tampering happening now? Maybe it's inside the tool shed. Let's go look. And find anything even close to a dead body, but if it's not here either, then it must be. Could it be in the biolab? That tarp. Yep. Gonna have to see if it's the same as these. Oh, I'm supposed to go look at this tarp too. Gotcha. I'll use the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? Didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp in one corner of the tarp on the biolab. Now that's the interesting thing. Does that mean, yes, this body was dead from a long time ago? And as such, was kept frozen all this time and brought out afterwards. It originally came from the biolab? Yes, that... the shovel... They remixed that quite nicely, I gotta say. Add to the truth bullet section of your handbook. So I really need to check here. Beautiful, alright. Whack, 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 whack. Finding that we will turn right around. Whee! Into the dojo. And we talk to Toko. And then we go back to the biolab. The bio lab. Oh, Toko. So this is where you were.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. So there's no more Chevalier. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to do something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give me back my precious time! Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? And everyone finds out they're going to call me useless. Good for nothing. Nobody's going to say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm going to get going. Alright, we're going to double check. We haven't seen Hero anywhere, actually. So, just saying, there's no Hero yet. Nope. Yep, nothing new there. And then all that's left is number 6. Oh, you thought you were yeah, that was earlier. It's the Mastermind's attempt to frame Kyoko. Alright, well that's it. Nothing there. Oh. I still need to go to the biolab, dang it.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
Where's the body?
For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? Suspicious. There's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that. Said to go to the gym, right? Oh, I have no choice. There's Hero. Oh, hey Hero. Makoto! Why is Jack so surprised? No reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Here, I'll wait. There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It's like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Hello, Guitar, and welcome to the game about mouths that are down south. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Yes. Yes, he has. Alright, Monokuma. Imagine a Brazilian basketball player who yapped at the officials.
I am Monokuma!
Ooh, hey, Honey Bear, thanks for the lurk. Hope you're having yourself a wonderful evening. Ooh, hello! Welcome! Hello! Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope? Okay. Are you that excited? That excited to find out the real ending? This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. Not Detroit level, but not bad. Ooh, exciting. And through almost a unanimous vote, we'll be going straight on to Danganronpa 2 after this game too. So we're going to just have a nice steady flow. It's going to be great. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Well, shucks. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. So it has everyone but Makoto. Oh, that's interesting. It looks like it would be in a mirror, based upon how Hifumi is holding the camera. Ooh. And yes, it even has Makuro over in the data way. So yep, she's right by Hiro there. So she's there. But we're not. She's a cutie. Cutie patootie. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file. Why is Taka saluting? Because he's all about the salutes. Mukuru-kusaba. Then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? Even more than that. Just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. We're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. Now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. Went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture. But what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. If this picture is real, then that could mean... Could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you going to keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kinda getting in the way standing there, you know? AK, thanks very much for the lurk. Have yourself a great night. I appreciate it. So, I mean, get out! But, I told you, I'm not fielding any questions.
Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. Come on, we all know we miss those router sounds. Not the speeds, just the dial-up sounds. Class 77, 78, 70. Yeah, who knows? I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it! Group photos, but added to the truth book section of your handbook. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? Just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Let's leave the area. But I also needed to go to the biolab. I mean, I guess we could take a look. I don't think there's going to be anything, though. Oh, that's going up. Whee! Just want to loot. The Despair Hotel. Last time I tried going in, it was like knock, knock, knock. Oh, though. Actually, let's see. Can I go in Kyoko's room? Very unhappy if I just barged in. Okay, fine then. What about Taka's? Oh, Taka's room. The door is unlocked. That has nothing to do with my investigation. No time for detours. So you are correct. The rooms are unlocked. I just can't go in. Aha! Hina's in the dining hall. Alright, let's go get some donuts. And candy. You! So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto? Sorry, gotta go. What? She ran off so fast I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Hina, why? Why won't you talk to me? So everybody's scared of me for some reason. They all think I'm the mastermind because I'm not in the photo, I bet. I bet that's their thoughts. Alright, where's everyone else? Right. So he's in the archive. Wait, how do I get in that archive again? There's the library, okay. What's he doing in the archive? Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait. Of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? How was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Something's afoot. Nah, I'm betting I bet, yep, that is exactly what they think. Mastermind. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Alright, hero, I'm coordinating you in the garden. He's stupid enough that he'll give it away, right? Right? Hey, hero! Oh! Makoto! Yeah, we've already seen that letter before. That was the old letter from back in the Genocide Jack case. What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No! Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hero, what's wrong? Still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I'd found. Like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? Oh well, back to the bio room. Okay, so we still need to find Toko and Kyoko. I decided to visit the biolab one more time. And the first thing I saw when I got there... Oh, damn. It was her. Passed out again. Oh, she opened one of those things. I thought she saw a body. Huh? Toko? Yep. Toko, are you okay? No, she's not dead, is she? been a while since we've seen genocide, Jill. It's cold. Super cold. It's so cold. I think I might catch a cold. Keep taking naps in places like this. I'm sure you will. What? I was asleep? Ah, I must have fainted again. Yeah, but you're standing there staring at me getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was waking up just now. What'd you do, Miss Burrows? Well, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo, Bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. It froze all that lovely liquid. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. Oh, no. No, it's more like half. Well, yes, we already know that about Genocide Jack's memory. All I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Bianca's around somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so. I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. So crazy. Coco, shut off. Her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Like this open yeah. The fridge is open. I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize. Listen, about this room. Oh yeah, it's
It would seem
the morgue. No way. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toka must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and, well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed. Once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem
Imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why is everything gotta be so difficult with her?
anyway.
Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Coco approached the fridge, hands outstretched, but suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. How come? Because Mukuro's body is in there. Good. Mukuro's corpse? And get some chapstick on. She's all excited about a frozen body. Just like every other time. Mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The Mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So
Have your first kiss in the morgue. Oh boy. You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time. I'm going to grab the Mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then.
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there, that's it? No, I'm going to look at it. I can't look inside? Fine, whatever. I'll go look at these tarps. I think it's Ah, it's the same was found in the tool shed. I remember that tarp. Stamped that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder at some point. Someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Tarp has been updated. We've looked through the instruction manual. Importantly, I guess she wants me to leave? What about that group photo? After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I want to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Morikuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing. But what's done is done, I guess. Standing here, looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. Okay, well, where does she want me to wait? Well, it didn't take the focus. Fumi had it. He was taking a picture like from a mirror, it looked like. Because he had the picture. Uh-huh.
it would seem
Blue light comes on when the slot is occupied. Okay. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around the number of lights that are on, including Makuro's, there's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights? There we go. Okay, Makuro, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So did you find anything?
Indeed.
Pay careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood. It seems highly likely that a stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. Had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but those were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they were old? Huh?
Because
All the Monokuma file says that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However,
That doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? And there's a relurk! I guess maybe we have to start doing lurk, relurk, lurking part 2, all the lurk commands. But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it. Ah, but you don't get that Monokuma file until at least 2 people found the body. What if multiple people don't find the body until several days later? It's just talking about how the wounds were at the time of finding the body. So far, all the murders have been not that long ago.
so then,
So what if Makuru herself wasn't killed within the last few days? Huh?
at the very least.
Certainly, you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Yes, Vitalik. I can say this now that Cheese isn't here. Secretly, I'm the mastermind. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. Yoko's account has been added. Woohoo!
hey,
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Yes, tell me everything. I don't think there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Makuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
5'7", 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? Remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
indeed,
and don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
indeed.
Our victim in the case is without doubt Makuro Kusaba. Makuro Kusaba's profile has been updated in the truth blah blah blah. No! How dare you clip that? No! 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 without bias, using only their logic and common sense.
Yes, Vitalis.
Excellent. You'll have to listen to the full clip. Take that. It didn't. Can't argue with Kyoko, can I? Exactly. Exactly.
And
She's too smart. Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
so then,
It looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh, wait, are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out looking like this?
Why?
Sad? Did you forget she was our enemy once? A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim. Kiss her? Oh, God. In the nice cold morgue, with bodies lying beside us, we step closer to take comfort in each other's body warmth. Leaning in, I slowly go, Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still,
whew,
you really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. She could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Ah, hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. Oh yes, to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. I don't do it now. I don't do it. Hey Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead then, out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What?
Hmm?
So,
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you'd need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room?
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook. And after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook. Hey, Cheese! So far, we found out that me, Vestiver, I am the mastermind, not you. Ha ha ha! No. After the lockers, I went to the crime scene. The body was missing. I went. Monokuma showed me the picture of everybody minus me. And then everybody's running away from me now, refusing to talk to me, probably because they think I'm the mastermind, considering I'm the only one not in the picture. And then Slander came. Hey, Slander, hello. How you doing, Slandy boy? And then now we're back into the bio lab. We've verified that this body is indeed Mukuro's. And now I am talking to Kyoko about the notebook of hers.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because,
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? Can't imagine those lockers belonging to any of us. Mukuro's dead, but who's the mastermind? Yep, that's what we're still trying to find out. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It's about the headmaster, about your father.
what? If that's true,
Should that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto,
I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. Goes beyond kissing this fridge. Yeah, boy. Yes, we still haven't kissed yet. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own 2 eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way, you get.
so,
It won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto,
You watch this, it'll all make sense. We gotta go watch a DVD. And it says Class 78, urgent interviews.
so,
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
anyway,
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. I'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now. I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Interview DVD has been added.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
In other words,
So as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. Talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
however,
There's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Goku's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind! It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. Vault door. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it. But her smile was filled with sorrow.
Ooh,
So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
hey,
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not! Because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then,
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko's finally gone. Now we're going to go to the AV room. Huzzah! I've said something about hopeless truth, but no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world, I can't afford to lose. Alright, to keep Fino happy, we're going to go to the vault door. So here's the vault door. The entrance is still blocked by that giant metal slab. Sorry, Vito. Looks like it's not open. Handbook's all dead. Yep. Makes you think of the evil robot from RoboCop. I know, they said they'd unlock all the doors in this school, right? I'm still seeing a locked front door. How dare they? This way. Hello, AV room. Alright, let's open her up. This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. Still don't know what's that door in the main hall. It said it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds. But to me it felt like an eternity. And then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka. Took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long. And there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged
I
man.
do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? Blah?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There's a lot I hadn't understood up till now. But this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Which game are we playing? Hey, Flora. I'm currently playing Danganronpa. We are at the very end. Pretty much the end of the first one. We're at chapter 6. This is the last chapter besides a short epilogue chapter afterwards. And then we'll be going on to the second one probably starting on Wednesday. How are you doing today? Simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad. She tried to frame me for murder. So, why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
He and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said,
I'm
yes?
sorry I'm putting you through all this,
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
but I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. He's your son? From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Byakuya. Toko. Hina. Everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school forever. And then... Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly, and without a doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father, and when he asked her this question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Yay! She's my number one! Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. But what the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie! Looks like it broke! Out of service! What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then, when doesn't matter. A failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Failure, my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Oh, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. You'd ask them the question, they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh. But as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
Think of the music in this game. It's just enough in the background where it fits generally what's kind of happening. And it's very anime-ish as well, so it does fit the art theme as well. So I find that it doesn't really overpower it, which is nice. What I would like is more audio options that actually work so I can get them properly. Yeah, so that's the characters' voices and the music in the background could be properly synced, but it doesn't work for me. Fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect. Here's the gameplay, the highlights. Yeah! Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Yeah, guitar, that's exactly it. Slander, how's the V? How is the V? The V is doing wonderful. My lips are a bit dry, but other than that, things have been going along quite well. I'm excited to finish this game today. I'm excited. Been waiting for this for so long. Cheese has been bothering me about it so much. Like, who's the mastermind V? Who is it? I was like, ah. Now, why did Monokuma shut off the DVD? I know. You mean, hoo-hoo. Not he. And he used to call this Danganronpa. It's close, right? One mouth is dry, confirmed. Yes. Something that seemed too obvious to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Interview DVD has been updated in the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Or was it the time of the trial?
For anything that had to start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black.
I was going to say, how poetic, how nice, Monokuma, and then, oh,
There
never
is
mind.
no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is a promise of a new beginning.
Remembering about your amnesia, that's
Which
going to be
is why
important.
I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get the beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the end. Whoa, I had my effects on. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. We're going to end this, Cheese. We're going to do it. Step. We're going to end this once and for all. We're going to know exactly what's going to happen. And oh God, I'm too scared. No, please. I don't want to die. Okay. No, we'll do it. We can do it. We can do it. The confidence steps turn to utter fear. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto,
You're early, Makoto.
listen.
Feel bad. I have 118 hours in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Dang, Slander. Nice. Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. Where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
Don't worry. I'm sure they'll be here soon. Are you processing all this information, V? Well, Cheese, it's like this. It's going in one ear, tumbles around a little bit, gets caught in the gears, and then sputters out the other ear. It seems, pre-beard. Not you. Pre-bear? Oh no! And just like she said. Byakuya! Byakuya? Nobody likes me. They arrived one after another, but they were all in the same state of shock. All they're angry at me. Hina? Hiro? Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me and so I appear.
Wait! Right on the honey. Ooh, I like it.
I'm on fire.
Strong silent master, so wonderful, so cool, so hot. My loins are ablaze.
Yes,
Now listen, everyone. I'll be just fine if you leave it to me.
my beautiful
With my
scissors.
sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shiv the master of evil. I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. That's what master wants. A baby boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Trial will be unbearable for sure. Oh my. It's like nah. I had to take a moment there. No class for it just doesn't stop. Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Is everyone here? Oh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin.
Thrills, chills, kills!
This final class trial is going to be slathered in pitch black despair. Climaxium sorrow!
That's fine.
You're right, this is the final class trial, and this time, it'll be fair. What do you mean this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know.
Unbelievable.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm going to win this game super fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
You ready, Vess? Oh, we're going to do it. And I'm going to make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure. Let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
You guys.
So don't try and run away. What can he say? He likes you, Slander. He wants to steal you for himself. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my
This will be over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byako was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Oh, they're all mad at me. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. Just disappeared into the elevator. Byako was in the description of the video.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
however,
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us all about it soon, at the class trial. You're right, I'm ready!
so
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. Can I turn around? Can I run away? Please? No, I have no evidence. I need Kyoko to handhold me. Started making my way toward the opening, step after step toward that gaping maw. I'd resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. Can you do it? No, I'm going to fail 5 times and the game over. Kyoko has her knight in shining armor. Yes! Please, Kyoko, protect me. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. There's a lot of fear. No, there's none. None. Everybody's happy. Happy. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper. Deeper.
And deeper still. Deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, 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 deeper.
Deeper and deeper it fell. Jeez. It's Kyoko's world and we're living in it. I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound too disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later? I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. Oh, this is the final trial site? Guys are stuck on the tower. This is really far down. What do you think? Isn't it just a perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's the long-awaited last stage. The always exciting final boss battle. And I'm going to sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in this vacant 16th seat.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Well then, let's begin. Fancy shirt. Fancy shirt. Everybody likes some fancy shirts. Ooh. Alrighty. Okay. I have gained no new skills, so I'll just finish preparations. I think the bear's Mikuro. Controlled with the mind.
Since this will be the final
They did
class
confirm the body
trial,
measurements
I've
were all
come up
Mikuro,
with a
yes.
Special rule.
The only thing is if somebody faked their death. Well, not faked their death, but didn't get killed? I don't know. Does he say he's the 16th student? He's just in that spot. Special rule.
So listen up. If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win. But if you can't, then I win. And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment.
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
Interesting. Yeah, but are they talking about themselves or the Monokuma robot, which isn't actually executing them?
And that's final?
Flora
No
knows it.
loopholes? No
Ooh.
wiggling out of it later?
Vitalik knows. Flora knows. Cheese knows. I don't know if Fino knows. I don't know. I think Guitar played it a long time ago, if I remember correct, but you don't quite remember? Not 100%. But also, Animali, how are you doing today? Did you enjoy the chili picture? I know you got a good laugh out of my saying how that's the best you're going to see. I actually used a napkin and cleaned up around the edges where it splattered just for you, and that felt like a waste of time.
Of course not. Bears never go back on their word.
Do you even know about this game? Oh, okay, and then Guitar. Yes, right. You didn't make it past Celeste. Right. You skipped the game on Steam. Oh my.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
He's going to ask if he's a ghost, right?
Is the mastermind
Okay,
only one person?
that's a good question.
Don't bother. I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me. I'm right, aren't I? I knew it.
Stupid! For the picture art. Oh, drawing. What are you drawing? Group photo places to check. Headmaster Z. Oh my goodness, this is going to be crazy.
You
Okay.
guys have all been working together, haven't you?
Okay.
I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you stole my line.
They all have
You're not
evidence.
out to get me. I'm sure of it. I have evidence of my own.
Oh dear.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to
Son
present.
of a...
Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
I can't see what it is. The three of us. Okay. All three of them think that everyone around them is their enemy. There's no doubt this is a trap Monokuma set. Set up so we suspect each other and have something that proves it. Okay. Okay, so places to check. Several rooms have been locked up to this point. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I don't think that's it. Headmaster's ebook and group photo. Oh, whoops! Ah. Okay, I think it's the group photo that.
You're allowed to get. I have evidence of my own.
Yeah, the headmaster's handbook isn't going to do anything for this. Yeah. The group photo it is.
Evidence that proves everyone.
What?
Okay. Okay, the spinning word.
The three of us each have that kind of evidence.
I got it.
No, that's wrong.
Yes. Yeah. Group picture. More cat Bassett like our. Oh, okay, nice.
I have evidence too.
I know that shot. I'm actually really impressed I hit that.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well,
I should have
yeah.
spun around my chair to make it a 360 shot. That would have been amazing.
Huh? Wait, but mine's different.
Oh wait, everybody has a different one?
You have. I'm in it.
Oh snap!
But that can't be right. Because in my picture... See? I'm the only one not in it.
How is Sakura in last place? But she was probably giving them a head start before she just went. His hair is as crazy. Wait. Celeste in the background, all like, I ain't doing that. Has Hifumi so far? That's actually a very good question. He's actually not even that far behind Leon and... Wow. She's probably already run out. You're probably right. Which could be why we're lapping Hifumi. So that's her third lap. Figured as much, in which
Hero,
case.
You have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
This one too. It's just like I thought. Look at the donuts. I want those donuts.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other. The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? I laid a trap? A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
The proof I need to reveal Monokuma's trap. Each photo has a certain something in common. There's a connection regarding what person isn't shown in the group photos. That person is the ones who got the photos. I mean, obviously, Monokuma's not in there.
In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing.
Yeah, slow clap on that one.
And in the picture Hiro got, he's the only one missing.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo.
I
as
know, I
well.
wanted to see his. Anything in this game shows Monokuma's up to something. But we have to prove it, though. That's the problem. We always know he's up to something, but we have to prove it without a shadow of a doubt that it was him. Or her. Who knows who's controlling the bear? Wait,
In
no!
other words, Monokuma gave
I
each
wanted
of
to
us a
go look at
group
that.
photo
Sakura was
in
doing
which
something
that
like
person
uppercut,
wasn't included.
punching a shark out of the water?
And when we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
I wonder what Kyogo's would have been. But you know, there might be more to this than just Monokuma trying to confuse us. There's something else that bothers me about everyone's pictures. What is it? What's digging at me?
Listen, can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Can I see it?
Yeah, I don't mind.
No. Something unusual about these group photos. So far, 2 of them have Hifumi's camera in them, the other does not. Okay. Oh. Yeah, look at that! Isn't it just this giant fish he's punching out of the water? Okay, so what is it? Toko's dressed. Celeste is in the background dressed. I mean, they all have the other girl. Take his picture. Hina's picture. Actually, Celeste is in the same pose. Oh, never mind. Do this picture. And mine. Something strange about all of them. Something I can't quite pin down. Something. Your photo's been updated.
Can you just forget about the photo already? Ugh. Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
So you think they're fake? No, I assure you, they're quite real.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that, so it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong, I don't remember taking this picture either. But is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
The reason I don't remember this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. There might be some other reason, some terrible reason. An unbelievable but entirely horrifying reason. We got drugged. Please don't make me spell amnesia. Oh, it is making me spell amnesia. I knew it as soon as this. Don't go away, go away. Haha! I spelled it right.
Now I understand. Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense.
So the mouth from down south has been clearly captured everybody's heart. Obviously, what we have to do is make an emote of a compass and then a mouth on the underneath it in the south portion. Nobody but the people who played this game will understand. And that's if they remember.
As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Yeah, we all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
Kangaroo with a mouth instead of a pouch. Oh, interesting. It's only natural that they wouldn't believe it. But no matter how much they refuse, if that's the absolute truth, they have no choice. There's another way to prove it besides those pictures. I'm guessing, Fino, you're providing the clip for those who haven't seen it yet? Oh my goodness. 5 shots? Yeah, I know, Flora. They question so many weird things.
Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
So the idea that we
You don't
all
remember
lost
the
our
group photo?
memories-
Is totally stupid.
Oh, interview DVD.
Obviously.
Okay. If you remember everything, do you remember this interview DVD?
You're saying
That
we
can't
all
be
got
forged.
Since when did this turn?
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
Right in between. Flora, it floored me
Those
that
photos
the
aren't
last
only
trial,
things that point to the possibility of memory loss.
when Kyoko showed up, when we were first starting this trial with Makuru, that Hiro forced us to convince him in the trial that she wasn't a ghost. I mean, listen. They ban you from your own stream? Well, let me tell you, there's a secret thing that just all of a sudden you can't ban me, I'm back. Live TV broadcasting to the entire world. Exactly. Yeah.
This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
Oh, Toko.
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean
I mean all of us, including you.
Still sorry for the parents though? Yeah. Them, well, if they're alive watching that,
you lied?
they must be like,
I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself.
there's a nice big TV on the wall there.
The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not
Oh,
about
snap.
whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here.
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
Like
You
what?
said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right?
People are still
What were
alive,
the
yeah.
interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
Get to the dead people, he shut it down. Wow. Sayaka was the first one.
We all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
That's just to give us a taste.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
Sayaka was the draw, exactly, because she was the first one to start murdering. So she was the one who wanted to get out the most. So that's why. Oh, yeah, I figured, Slander. Alright, you have yourself a good night. Thank you so much for stopping by. We'll catch you later. You go rest well. Rest well.
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever?
Meant to kill those and end up with this
That's
in the
just
end.
insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
What? Because I consider this stream as a good story for you. It's true, Slander. And if you want, you can even queue up a VOD from a previous night to just sit back and listen. Maybe I should make my own good night story for you, just like
I
Lance has.
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
I mean, I've got that Go to Heck to Sleep book that I could read. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one, Slander. I've got that actual book. It was gifted to us with our first kid.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Then we really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all
Good night.
making my head hurt.
Catch you later, Slander.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
I'm curious how he stopped only those specific memories about the school.
How could someone just steal our memories?
How? Come, that hardly matters right now. If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's
What a
you're
way
trying
to get
say.
around that.
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
The original motive.
You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
Skirting that loophole. Yeah, that was... Oh, okay, well, you can't isolate a specific memory in your brain just by poking at it. Well, you see, Flora, if you've ever watched Heroes, you know, when Siler's going around poking the specific parts of the brain to learn that one specific power to find something up, or when the Haitian comes along and takes out certain memories, or Harry Potter, Dumbledore's little dish thingy-mabobber for pulling out the little memories in and putting it inside, so this way he doesn't have to have them in. There's all kinds of stories out there for just such an occasion. But yeah. Heroes. Hiro Nakamura?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does.
I say by poking because, you know, it's like the wand when it's poking your skull. But yeah, there, anyways. You can erase all the memories. Yeah. Like drinking alcohol. Tokens and memories change color, oh boy.
But that part's still a secret.
It's still a secret. Shh. Memories of that night are gone the
Sure,
next
it's
day.
not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
Imagine having a school of ultimates that can do the impossible and think amnesia is impossible. You got a point there. So until we do that, well, either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, the one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose. Control room. Let's have a profile. Okay. I think it's going to be the control
So
room.
who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything.
Okay.
That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
Yeah.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure?
Nina, come on. You were there.
You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a million miles away.
No.
No, that's wrong.
That would be interesting if this has a big comic book. Oh, man.
There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time. So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
What? Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
But how'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
Well, it's not me.
I blame Makoto.
What? Why me?
'Cause it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Oh,
Got a
I
good
get
point.
it. The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Aw, nuts! Ya got me!
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different.
So there was a dead body and they just want to whack his head.
Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
Mukuro's actual cause of death must have been the other wounds.
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense. Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
Huh? How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means,
Ah, but part of the file
you know,
said that she didn't have any wounds.
she denied me before I could even say anything. Come on.
Welcome back, Vito.
You think I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
If you're so sure we're going to deny you, why bother saying it in the first place? Alright, so this argument's going to be the profile.
Mukuro was the ultimate
Yep.
soldier.
That's
She
true.
must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Oh, that shot! Oh, that felt good.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir,
I gotta say, I've got to make up for all those ridiculously terrible shots in the beginning of the game where I'm firing way too late and so on.
when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing. Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Death by 1,000 cuts. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I guess I was right.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night?
That's a good point. What about that?
Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant. If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
Didn't even the one who attacked me. I can't think of anyone else. The mastermind. Because we already know the
one
headmaster
who
was
attacked me was the true mastermind.
already dead. Based upon the bones in the box.
When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient.
Yes,
sitting
the real
here
question is who
listening.
did attack
I think
Makoto?
I've gotta jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
No, there's no way Mukuro was the one that attacked me. Even if I didn't see their face. Mukuro had a very obvious Fenrir tattoo, comparing that to the masked attacker. It should be obvious! I didn't think he would have gone. Oh. File number 5.
You never.
Let's just double check this. Oh, I think I'm going to have to steal something.
So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand? Maybe.
Shoot. Which hand was it? I think it was her right hand? Oh, that's probably the Fenrir. They didn't care who I was until I put on the mask. Yes, nice. Shoot. Oh. Oh, do I not have that node anymore? Oh. I'm gonna go with what Fino said, the right hand.
Or perhaps the left foot. Or could it be the hips?
This was the statue that barked?
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under
Yeah, I think it was
that
the right.
mask. I'm telling you now, it
Oh,
was
no.
Mukuro Ikusama.
Sana. No!
You're wrong.
I failed
Even
everything.
without seeing this, there's another part of the. Oh? Is it the or the left? Maybe the or perhaps or could it be the hip?
You never saw there, so you can't have.
There we go. After all those amazing
It
shots.
was Mukuro Ikusama.
Oh. No! I forgot. You fire the bullet and it's gone.
Shoot.
Yeah, I lost the
You never
copy.
saw there, so you can't have. I'm telling you now, you're wrong.
When you fire it,
There's
it's
another part
gone.
of the.
Oh, is it the right hand or the left hand?
There we go.
Maybe the or perhaps or could it be the hip? You never saw there, so you can't have.
I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro
No.
Ikusama.
No! Okay, I was afraid that the other purple one was going to shoot up before that hit.
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me. And there was no such tattoo.
Oh, was there any scars?
So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, you know, someone else, right?
Oh, the rest of them all have alibis.
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it couldn't have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh, no snappy comeback. Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Oh, everybody, okay, this is the removal of the gloves. This is the removal. Before anyone could say anything. Yoko's removing her
Your
gloves.
hands.
Without thinking, I let out a gasp. There's more than just a little burned skin.
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
It looks like a mummy hand. Yoko seemed to savor the words as she said them. And she put her gloves back on. Maybe Makoto's into it.
My scars should suffice
They all,
as proof.
who knows? But there's the gasp. Wanna know how I got these scars? Freezies.
Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
This is just awful. On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours.
Big oof.
Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet, because if you haven't
Positively.
noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
She wasn't in the vault with us.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? The culprit's stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
Then she was being stored somewhere?
But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere?
Yeah, she was in the morgue. Well, in one place. I can't think of anywhere else the body could have been stored. The biolab. The pool!
I got it! Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
The biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
Proof that shows the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the bio cover. Wherever it is. What's the secret? No. Ah, the tarp. There we go. I totally passed over it.
I got it.
Live being speared like a porcupine?
Sure the body
See, that's the
was
thing,
carried
it's...
from the biolab to the garden is...
There's no trial for Junko. I mean, they said they checked her body, she was dead. Hmm.
The tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again...
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm completely stuck. Because, I mean, even in this trial here, someone's got to be controlling Monokuma, so it can't be any of these people currently here. Because he's actually responding to all of the questions and everything. So it has to be someone who's not here.
I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
Never took the
So
photo.
when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
Wow, you made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
But that's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Yes. Do the measurements fit Makuro? Yeah, that's just the thing. Like, all the measurements, everything fit Makuro.
Are you talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency.
Sucked
One
in.
so major it can't be overlooked.
Consistency in the biolab. You'd be talking about.
I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
Let me pull myself together and think. Inconsistency in the biolab. Could you be talking
By the way,
about?
Makoto, what about that one thing?
What one thing?
What do you think I'm talking about? Your family.
What?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message. So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Same measurements in Junko? That'd be stupidly specific. Wow. There's one thing we can do right now to settle that. So, Junko. She is chest 31, which is the same. So that is the right size. Oh yeah, I guess there's nothing else there. 5'7", 31. The hair was actually very similar. Oh, you know what? That's actually a good point, because she also had the same kind of fingernails, the long fingernails, but we never saw a tattoo on her hand. I can't remember if she was wearing gloves. Yeah, you could see her hands. Yeah. The tattoo could be fake. That's true. Because then, if we look at truth bullets. Yep. Same height. Same vitals, it looks like. And weight 97. Weight 97. So she is the exact same. So, Guitar, you could be onto something there. It's a fake tattoo put on the hand to help blow away. I mean, yeah, that would make sense. And it would be odd how the superior soldier got taken out so easily. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm actually 100% certain that it is Junko's body there. Because of what we just got. This. Anyone think those patterns look familiar? All these injuries somewhere? Could it be all the spikes that impaled her body everywhere when she was killed? Ah, dang, foiled. Yeah, because that's what it was. Everything does seem to fit up with that.
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to
High
your
five, Guitar.
family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
The funny thing is, last stream we were, or a couple streams ago, I don't know. I think it was last stream, when they were talking about making sure it's the right body, I was actually comparing to some people. I just didn't think to look at Junko's.
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
I need to calm down. I can't let him get to me. Just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the truth of the biolab. So if I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. Inconsistency has to be that one area where the numbers just don't match up. Yeah, the nails were annoying me, but oh, hello.
Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! What do you want? Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? Proof!
Final strike!
I'm not listening!
Oh, wait, what? Oh, there's a different one. Wait, what?
Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
Let's...
I'm not listening!
Oh, okay. There we go. Wait. What?
Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
It was the lights, wasn't it?
I'm not listening!
I guess it's the Biolab secret. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't hit it in time? Okay. Because, yeah, it should have been the lights. Oh. Everyone's punishment.
I refuse to give up yet.
I could have sworn I had seen it bounce off of it. But oh well. It's all good. All good.
Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
Okay.
I'm not listening!
This should prove
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Didn't make the noise. Okay. No, no, no. You're good. You're all right. Woohoo!
The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is the lights.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light
Freezer
is on,
pops.
that means there's a body in that slot.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in. And there were only 9.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
Fumi's in 2 slots. And this doesn't make sense. The number of lights should be... Oh, jeez. 10.
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why?
I almost
That's
went
simple.
instinctively picked 8 for
Just
some
recall
reason.
who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
That's right. That's the key to solving this mystery. Sayaka's 1. Junko second. Look, see? See? It's consistent. Miyata was 3rd. And that's why they needed the bomb. Chihiro was 4th. Hondo was 5th. Taka was 6th. And Hifumi was 7th. Celeste was 8th. Sakura was 9th. And the victim number 10 was Makuro. So 10 people in all.
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
The reason there are less bodies than murders, the explanation for more murders than victims. Why is that? What would it take for that to make sense? Only 9 murders took place. There were actually 10 murders, but 9. That's why there are 9 bodies. Patently untrue. Oh, whoop. Sorry. Thought they were counting the thingamabobber. Okay, so it is the kill twice then.
I got it! What about if the same person was killed twice?
Huh? Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far, but one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered and murdered again?
If that's the case, There could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
And that would be the loophole that Monokuma was trying to do with the fact that he didn't kill one of the students against the rules. Because he just wanted to do it to a corpse.
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're
So,
already
you know what's
convinced.
funny?
Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course. Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
If predicted, there were no murders. Everybody just got murdered over and over again, right?
Stored in the
Right?
bio lab
Yeah.
until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
Nothing's gonna become obvious because Kyoko's
You're obvious.
totally delusional.
Make your argument. Argument number 5. Okay.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima? Leon
No!
Kawata?
I was too late.
Chihiro, Mando, Kiyotaki Fumi, Celestial, or maybe...
No, there's no way anyone was murdered twice.
It's annoying because the purples are in front.
Who is this
someone else. Was it
Junko Enoshima? Leon Kawata?
Chihiro, Mando, Kiyotaki Fumi, Celestial,
Or maybe Sakura Ogami? No. There's no way anyone was murdered.
No, it's wrong.
Huzzah! We did a break.
Junko. Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
Right, that Junko.
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
Then the similarities match?
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
Upskirt, but tastefully blacked out.
so let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however
Fumi
long
vision.
before being dragged out again.
She is 2D in this
time,
game.
It was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... What does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9. Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Exactly.
Who's behind all
And
this?
who's not here
I
with us in
know
person?
the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive.
You have a soft spot for... Oh, guitar. I don't know, man.
She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be. Total silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
Mukuro alive? The one that's still alive is Mukuro? What? I really believe that? No, there's no way. There's no way Mukuro Kusama is still alive. true, because there's still that tattoo. So it could be Mukuro was playing as Junko.
Found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
Thus, Junko's
That's
still
right. She made it
alive.
look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
Oops. Not to be true, then that could have been her body we found in the garden. Is that really possible?
The body we found in the garden. It
Did the stream die? Oh! Should be back now. Okay. Yeah, I see that I dropped 4,000 frames out of nowhere. It looks like my internet capped out there. I think all that you missed was the little thingamabobber. Okay. Fatal injury.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
The body we...
I'm not entirely sure because I'm thinking it's this because this is it covers the profile, yeah.
It wasn't Mukuro.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
We both came to the same conclusion.
No, the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records. Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32. Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
Look like they died, but they're actually still alive. But like one person it could be. Junko.
Here's my answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Are you sure about that?
Huh?
Oh.
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation. But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes.
Did we?
If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade. But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Now that you mention it. Gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. Wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I did check. Absolutely. I can say for sure.
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
I know you gave it your
Aww.
best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
Ooh.
You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
Huh?
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
I still think it was Makuro playing as Junko.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
Yes, I've given up. Oh no.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Because she could have had cover up on her hand.
The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
How could Junko have survived? I checked her, she was dead, I'm sure of it. Still, she were alive somehow. Could it be that Junko's not the one who died? It wasn't Junko, but someone else entirely? She used some sort of trick. What? I don't even know what I'm spelling. Replace. Gotcha. Oh. It'd help if I spelt it correctly. Replaced. Replicate, yeah. Replicate, replaced.
Now I understand.
Haha, I didn't look at chat. I figured it out on my own. Take that.
That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Switch places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
What's it looking like?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that? Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
Yes. Ninja replacement.
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
Has to be some way. I need to figure out how to explain how they could have switched at the beginning. They can't switch after death.
I got it! The two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko we first met was actually Mukuro all along?
Yeah.
Then we'd already met her?
I had, like, a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference. That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, But Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right?
Cover up.
Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that. If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was
What
extinguished.
motive
But
for the
there were
switch?
the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body.
That's a good question.
They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
But if she really did use foundation...
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
Now, the interesting thing is, why would she go kill her right away, though?
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Especially if they're working together.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
He still refuses to admit it, but try to deceive us all he wants. It doesn't matter, because I've already figured it out. I had Junko's identity not just once, but twice. First time was during our latest investigation. I mean, that shows it. There's a second to spare, but... Oh, is it the group photo? Bet you. Is it, well... I think it's this, because Junko's face is deliberately blotted out. Oh, never mind.
Shoot!
Oh, I'm terrible. So we have to talk about the human remains of Makoto's dad exactly. Oh, are they talking about the bomb then? Review DVD? When he just cut off?
I got it!
I suppose.
While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster.
It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened? Oopsie, looks like it broke out of service. What? Just so happened to break just now? Now then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right?
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke.
That's why I was trying to show the photo, because Junko's face is blocked there. So technically I was right as well, but I guess that's the thing, is he wasn't blocking me from seeing the photos, he was deliberately seeing. No, it wasn't a fluke. The Mastermind definitely orchestrated that power outage. That's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. Cover up one other piece of evidence. Okay, so now it's the photos. Oh. That all he's...
What do you want?
Okay, it's not just gonna be all rars, that's it, right?
What do you want? Are you sure about this? You're getting all riled up. That's impossible.
Final strike, let's make sure it's the right.
That's impossible.
Group photo.
This should prove it.
There we go. I knew to check this time. Must be stupid.
Video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
Uh-oh.
I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we'd gotten. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
Visual circumstance come to all these pictures. Splash. Turned away. Turned away. Salute in front of her face. Visual circumstance is Junko's face.
I got it! Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face. It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu!
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
Dum,
And
dum,
she's
dum.
the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Xanadu times 2!
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny
But we still haven't uncovered the mysteries of the school. That's only one thing done.
You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything. Right now.
Oh boy. Uh-oh. Comic time. Oh dear lord. I have to start all the way from the beginning? Okay, I'm guessing right here. That's when they swapped, stepped, stabbed. Okay. I don't know if this is opening or closing. Wait. Okay, I'm going to assume this is a closing. Or opening? Okay. It's weird because that's the same pose as this one. Anyways. knife, goes to do that. I guess this is her stopping. This is when she opens and sees. No, 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 no. Say what? I'm confused. Oh, for crying out loud, internet. I'll hold steady just for you guys. Jeez. We'll see if they see our chat. Oh. Okay then. So it must be on Twitch's end then. And this is why we do local recordings at the same time. Okay, well, we're just waiting. Waiting for that to go back. Looks like bunches of frames are dropping. Kilobits have dropped down to 1300. And I am losing all kinds of frames. Oh, it's going up. It's going up. Back up. Now we're good again. Alright. So those that are watching the video, I apologize. Okay, so you guys should be good now. We're good. Alright, good. So far, she said hi. This is because they had swapped. We got this stabbies. I put the body away. Grabbed the knife. Went to go stab. And that's when she opens the door. She's like, oh, get out of here. Then they're like, oh no. So then they ran. And then put the mask on the body. Guessing Act 5 is them all seeing the body. He's watching. Goes like that. Then he's like, oh no! Boop, 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 boop. Kaboom! Like that.
The killer is you! We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko Enoshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko. The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko Enoshima. Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue.
Like that. Peek!
Until Junko decided to put her body to use.
Dun, dun, dun.
Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school.
Oh, I didn't lay out my reasoning right. Okay. So I wasn't sure which one these. Okay, there we go.
Here's exactly what happened.
And the master can win at this game. How was supposed to win?
Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school.
There we go.
So she put on a mask and then attacked me. After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room. Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place. Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence.
Oh, we could just start. Wait. Chose pink? Fitting.
She needed
Oh
to
boy.
hide the body's true identity.
Hello, Junko. Junko.
She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder.
Depending where I'm looking, it's different
The one
colors.
who carried it all out is the true mastermind.
Streamlabs
The
chatbot
one
shows it as
controlling
blue.
Monokuma.
The dashboard shows it as orange.
The real Junko Enoshima.
Alright, let's see what the real Junko looks like.
That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
Oh, there goes more waifu material than Junko. Oh, Junko's alright.
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Oh boy.
Over?
We only found out the first part.
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
And we still have to figure out all the mysteries of the school now. That was specific. That was specific. Guess who's coming? Oh boy, oh boy. Magical transformation time. Junko Enoshima.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
Oh damn, that voice.
If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant
Slow
you
stubborn.
honor, status, in some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
No thanks.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you.
That sounds more like it.
It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
Well, she sounds so bored. This is the mastermind? She's the real Junko Enoshima.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Your face.
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
I feel
Personality.
like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
No, I do remember seeing her. Sure, I've seen her too somewhere. It was definitely before I go to the school. I honestly don't know. First in the main hall, sure. Sure? She got already switched. Okay, I have no clue.
Shoot!
I don't remember where I've seen her. Guess in the headmaster's room? Head zines? Sure.
I got it! That's right! It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover. And you were on it!
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began...
Seen on tons of magazine covers, but I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality. Huh? Are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Yeah, well, of course, those are totally photoshopped. Photoshop? You know, edited to hell and back with, like, computers and junk? Oh, so they aren't real.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista.
That's true. It was a pretty okay antagonist. I just... She sounds so bored while talking right
Can
now.
never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Twins?
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship. The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Oh, there we go.
Junko fucking Enoshima! And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Yeah!
Whoa! She's a totally different person now.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself. But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if.
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
You weren't kidding about the personality.
For my
Here's the
plan to
scale.
work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family, leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the three atrocities. Atrociously ranked, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
Voice actor has fun though. Yeah, I could see that.
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know? If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring.
Killed her sister because she was
I changed
bored.
things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal, just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
What? Huh? This wasn't supposed to... Why? Me?
So you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister.
Mokuro, just so Mokuro could feel
How does that
despair.
not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope. I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair.
This is kind of where the Monokuma comes out.
That's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
That's not true at all.
Okay, because you're a baby? No, it's because of despair.
We were twins. How could I not be sad?
And now she has mushrooms in her hair.
That's why it gets me so excited. Killing my precious sister with my own two hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super despair.
Super! There's an alternate ending called If, and it shows Makoto saving Makoto. You have to read.
It just feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And my sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else.
Figure of hopes does she bring the Junko despair?
She must have died
Interesting.
feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of
Makoto's
abnormality.
hoping that's why Monokuma's white and black.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts!
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No, I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow! You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer! So how about the next one?
Exactly.
Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating!
Damn straight. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these
No,
mysteries.
kid, you're not an active lurker.
And then
You're just a regular lurker.
I can't wait!
Alright, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
Well, that's something we have to figure out, ya goof.
The pictures were taken? And those interviews? It must mean... I got it! It must have something to do with our entrance exams.
No fair! At least give us a hint!
Isn't she just
Your
a card?
brains are like
She is
sponges,
special.
all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
Context of Jiro, she's a good antagonist. It's interesting. Thought they must have related to. The motives?
talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
A theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
Well, it's for the first part. Well, gave us those DVDs. So it was all about something that you wanted to get back to. Her and her friends, they had a dream they all shared. So for the first murder, the motive was given was human connections. Yeah, it's not international relations.
I got it! The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you
Love
guys?
squares, oh baby.
Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships.
Oh my gosh, now we're just getting
For
more sides to
example,
it. This is no,
your
no.
family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay! Time for the next question! So, what was the theme for the second motive?
Second murder, the motive's theme was, that's when we got those weird envelopes. I mentioned how I used to wet the bed. Yes, there's the secrets. The past.
I got it! It was our past, right?
No more shapes.
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was... embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah! And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
And for the third murder was, reason Celeste turned to murder. She wanted to buy a European castle and live there with a bunch of handsome men. So that time the motive of murder was greed.
I got it! It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again!
Everybody thinks that money can solve so many issues, but yet it can also create many more.
Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
Sakura's death was... So that made Sakura decide to kill herself. It had to do with Monokuma exposing Sakura's secret. The theme of that motive in the first case was betrayal.
I got it! In her case, it was
Sweet
betrayal.
cheeks. Same with that version of it.
Precisely. You see, once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards. Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world.
I like this one the best.
In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the Seed of Despair.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment.
So I think we've seen all her different personalities. What is everybody's favorite? I personally like Queen Junko.
And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope.
There's also Queen. Hey.
Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
Laura doesn't like all. And yes, cheese, I did. I was actually a little sad I didn't do that on stream. I was like, oh, because it rewinds right after to go into the continue. So I was like, dang it. Would have been neat to watch on stream, but that's okay. That's okay.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours? Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you
Would've
would
been a very
listen,
nice line.
you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
Because they don't know about
And
the
plus,
event.
You haven't given us any hope anyway.
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place.
Yeah, well, we don't know that all those kids are necessarily Hina's, though. I mean, while Toko was being held in a picture frame, perhaps Toko was able to start a couple and she died during childbirth. On one of them.
That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Because everybody agreed to stay in the school, right?
Correctamundo!
So if they decided to stay, they
Which
wouldn't want to
means
leave.
If we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair.
It's weird, the game is synced right, but your audio is ahead of the webcam now? The stream probably got messed up when it... Try refreshing. Doing like a hard refresh. Because I think when there was that little blip there, there might have been some encoding issue. Oh, looks like it's only on your end. So yeah, a refresh will probably fix it for you, Cheese. Thank you very much, everyone, for letting me know that it looks good on your ends.
I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
I like passed on savings.
Really?
Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
Outside world?
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there?
Oh, outside world time.
I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair.
An atomic wasteland.
Now then, open sesame!
Alright, Fino, we finally get to see the vault open.
The world beyond the school walls! This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
Oh, hello. Interesting. So what, there's a giant moto bear running around? Smashing things?
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense!
What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
What you just saw, all of you should recognize
End of
it.
the world. Looks interesting. What about it should we recognize? This whole thing is insane.
That world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, because now it's time for the final class trial.
Oh no! Genocide Jack's memory. Oh, that's true. Oh, because it's different. So Genocide Jack may still remember.
Come on, bitches, remember or die. What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing!
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember anything.
But you remember what back when Genocide Jack said, "Okay, you usually block my attacks." She seems to remember.
Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
The other Toko, Genocide Jack.
What?
The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say?
I went through great pains to tell us that.
Are you telling me to
Just right at the
swap
end.
places with her? No, absolutely not. That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity.
Throw some pepper in her face.
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
It's me, your
All we had to
friendly
have is Master
serial
Ass.
killer. Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately.
I'm going to ask you a question. I want to have it answered immediately. Who is your father and what does he do?
Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen!
Aye, aye, Roger, you got it, Captain.
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but of course it does!
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do!
Of
So you
course!
didn't lose your memory
Yay!
after all.
Ha-ha!
Then why didn't you say something earlier? I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know?
Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
The tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
Mwah, mwah, mwah!
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening, but it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
What?
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event. What is? Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is... now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling calling it the tragedy happened about a year ago.
Oh boy, we finally get answers.
It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. And as a result, in basically no time flat, the world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
I know!
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Morose saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! To die! This is the total tragedy!
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
How can the world just end? It's the world!
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Then 100 years.
As long as we're being ridiculous. I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Tagami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What?
What's funny?
What did you
I
say?
don't know, cheese.
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Ooh.
Hey! So, what do you
You
think
just-
happened to the Togami family?
It fell? I don't know, man. I think it fell.
Correct.
Well, high school is with ultimate talents, and Apocalypse makes sense. Yeah, I don't know.
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it. Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Tagami name has perished.
Stop with these idiotic jokes!
Stop! And said with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment?
Pretty rough that your
You must know
entire
your place,
family is
peasant.
gone.
You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
They couldn't possibly be gone. The Togami family is destined to guide the world.
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago.
Hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? I don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago. If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Remember, your memories were taken.
Mistaken.
Well, if I'm
And those photos prove that you've been here a while.
It sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Huh? 2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
Dum, dum, dum. Wait, what? 2 years ago? What does that?
What the hell is this chip trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God. So,
2 years worth
you
of
must
memories.
surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right? What are the memories I took from you?
Come now, answer us. Answer with all your heart and soul.
How are we supposed to answer?
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
Still, we have to answer somehow. If we don't, everything ends right here. The memories that were stolen from us. What Junko says is true. We first came here 2 years ago. The rest of us only remember getting here within the last few weeks or so. It's the memories she took from us. Our life at Hope's Peak. Wow. Tragedy. The life's the entire past. No? Oh, okay, fine. That's what I was wondering. But technically... Oh, yeah, but the tragedy happened during Hope's Peak, so technically that would be correct. Oops. I was thinking because they had them as two separate things there, it didn't make sense.
I got it.
There's no powers. He's still mastered them?
That what you say is true.
He's just not an ultimate. I mean, he's still the last of his line. Just the rest of his lineage is gone.
Then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. Nope. No. Nope.
Nope.
I mean,
Nope.
no matter what anyone says,
Nope.
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
Seriously? This routine again?
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life? That's not possible!
I want to think that too. I don't want to believe it. That's nothing but our desire. I want to believe. I want it to be impossible. But if it's the truth, then we have to accept it. Oh boy. Stuff. Locker pocket group. Oh my good lord. Locker notebook, locker pocketbook.
2 years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years?
Okay, which one's which? Locker notebook. Oh! Okay, that's for him.
Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
Okay, so his is going to be...
surreal. Plus, if 2 years have passed, help!
Okay, locker notebook. I just want to make sure that is his. Notebook. Yep.
Everyone's so conflicted. I could never leave.
We've been living here for hell no! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
Oh, it's too late.
No, that's wrong.
Oh wait, no, I got it. Never mind. It looked like I missed, but I still got it.
Hero, there's something
To live in a world full of people able to do the impossible. Saying losing memories isn't possible. They're just the best. Not that they do impossible things.
Huh? Hey, why's my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
So you have to remember, this is based in anime where lots of things are possible that aren't in our world.
Wuzza, is something wrong?
And we don't know yet that Junko literally ended the world. We don't know what the tragic event is yet.
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that.
All we know is so far she said that the world's ended.
This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt! But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak, but somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hero, I have no memory of ever riding in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here! Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral! Hell yes!
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right? And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Yeah, Jiro started acting as a girl before Hope's Peak.
Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game. Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored. Explaining stuff is boring.
Where did you go?
What?
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves! I'm sick of expositioning all this shit!
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Where our memories come apart. Talk about the moment where we must have lost our memories? Only think of one time, just after I set foot in the main hall for the first time, that was when I fainted.
I got it! The moment I lost my memories. I can't think of any time other than that day. When I first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall. When I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk. I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
Well,
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
I was right about them being unconscious. Well, I wasn't sure if they're unconscious the entire time. I knew time had passed.
The reason it felt so short was because...
So they
our
were
memories of
conscious.
the time in between had been completely removed?
You got it, honey. 2 years of memories? Poof, gone. Which means, of course...
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the
Who
first
shaves
time.
them out? Good question.
Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, but
But by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school. That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Did I ever actually explain that? Bleed is the ultimate chemist.
What they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other. And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this!
Get your rule.
I love you all so much.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it. All about the idea we came up with as the mind.
The ultimate despair? All mankind?
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay?
Okay.
To when everyone first came to this school.
Woohoo! I got in.
School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness.
Yay.
Oh boy, it was just the worst. Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year.
Because then it happened.
Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What?
Which would explain why the rest of this, like the lounge there was crazy.
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history. And the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of it. And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
Oh boy, guitar.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And then,
Which
something
means
super neat happened.
there was all kinds of other ultimates in the school. They just happened to die.
Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once. So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter. That's right. It was transformed into a shelter. I said it twice.
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison. Do any of you know who that might have been?
The headmaster.
I got it! It could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside.
The box master. The beatbox master.
That's why he asked us to make a promise.
Yeah.
To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake.
Now we're all trapped inside.
It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits.
Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean...
So how do we get all the supplies to stay alive?
You forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
You only let us live so we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why
Well, why don't you tell me?
Mastermind did to show everyone in the outside world. That was the Hangman's Gambit. Televised? TV? Hijack. Give me the I. Give me a J. Yay!
Now I understand.
I understand it now.
You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Hikaki.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Are you serious? But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
So those machine gun sounds.
Expelled them? I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world.
Yeah, she had her
But in
dojo.
the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
I mean, technically, there's all kinds of inconsistencies and stuff riddled all throughout this. Between, well, not inconsistencies, but just problems with it. Like, what could have been happening around the world? It took a while to get there. They've been here 2 years to do it. I mean, if anybody wanted to come break into here to protect us, heck, if there's automated machinery, they could just throw out a big ol' EMP, knock down all the electronics, and then cut in with welders. But no.
Sorry, that's a lie.
Unless they had an
I
army
just
out there
figured
as
you
well
despair
helping.
even more
There's only
when
2
you found
people
out
in
a
here.
friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right?
That isn't very
So,
smart.
Does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless?
The Final Fantasies?
You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too. Like right fucking now.
Truth full of despair. That's...
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other for nothing?
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
Get it. We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already. So help us. I'll do anything. Just help me.
Oh, Hero's giving in.
Begging for his life? Oh, how delightful. We've never witnessed such a travesty.
It's just that Jack has
firsthand.
standards, thankfully.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself.
No, it's just a television.
So I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying? If so,
Meow.
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself?
Yes.
Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all gunners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you for the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed?
I haven't killed
What
anyone.
are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally. Hell yes!
Like all the camera. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
No! This isn't just some game to us.
Well, just gone how people have TVs. Why they try to break you free. Well, those were the people that had hope
It's
before they
murder,
got killed
plain
and made an
simple.
example of.
You stole our memories, invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner. It's all your fault.
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
What do you
Why?
mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did you? Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me, and punish everyone on the side of hope.
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry, I won't be voting, of course.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this.
It's okay.
What?
Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
What?
You mean we just...
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside world.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
I mean, they could just choose to go back in. Or just open up, look out. Yup. Looks pretty bad. Okay, close it up.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec. I just got hit with an inspiration bomb. Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all. So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment.
Oh, man.
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
Oh, God, why?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down. Makoto, you're up.
Me? Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
Ooh.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside
Okay,
world.
so that's it. She's forcing us out and will most likely blow up the school behind her.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
Sacrifice me? But that's...
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid
And
of
the Beatles
being
with her.
caught? Don't you have faith in your friends?
No, that's not it.
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
No, she didn't say. She said that there will be peaceful. No killing. She specifically said no killing.
Guys?
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces
When
eroded
I
by
find
despair
myself
have come
in
together as
times
one.
of trouble, Junko Inoshima comes to me, singing words of despair.
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death
I could
warrant?
totally see a hero giving in.
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair. We're not gonna lose to you.
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end.
And your stupid life.
Final vote. This is it. The ultimate confrontation. I have to show everyone. I have to make them remember. I have to convince them not to give up. To live in despair. That's not really living at all. Make your argument. Okay. Oh god. Group photo. I bet you that's what's
We
going to be.
won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
That's.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab. If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end. All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
Oh, nobody's saying anything so far.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
No hope left in the world. When you sleep, it's on a bed of despair. The world is in despair. You are in despair. Don't you say that everyone's going to be consumed by despair? Oh, jeez. There's no hope left in the world, but if despair is contagious, like you say. And so is hope. I'll use my own hope to plant seeds of hope inside everyone else. Okay.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never
I will use my own hope
If I were to die,
to fire it into
that
each
would be the
person.
end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Have some hope, hero.
Don't lose hope now.
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. But to live means moving forward, right? So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we? I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me. So that's why.
Okay, hero's the one I was
No
concerned
matter
about.
what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is the only reason we're okay is thanks to the air purifier.
Ew! Hope Tahina! Wah!
I've been thinking about all this, and I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do? You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm. That sounds like something she'd say, right? No. I think that's definitely what she'd say, which is why yeah! I've made up my mind!
2 down.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
Sakura's got her dojo, right? Of course she would leave.
The only reason we're okay is thanks to the air purifier. Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
if I die,
The purifiers will, in other words, have a communal life you've all been living.
I like how she's like, eh.
Don't lose hope now.
I don't know what we have to do hope for her. She's like, she doesn't care either way.
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting. Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
All right.
To die, that would be the end. By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die, the pure, in other words, the communal life you've all been.
I can keep on living as long as I have my master's love.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside. We're only.
He's the one who's also.
Don't lose hope now.
You're the last of your line. Come on, dude. You got. If you die, then your line fully is gone.
You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you? Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair. But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you. I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the Mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive. So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
if I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way,
The air outside is the only reason we're okay is thanks to the air purifier. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words,
the communal life you've all been living will.
I can keep on living as long as I have.
all of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside.
I already said I would claim the Mastermind's life. By whatever.
So,
Oh, hi,
what are you gonna
probably.
do? Will you just die?
But we've got to give her hope first, and then she'll say, what hope is there? Now the hope that your father loved you.
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything. Does that mean we can't understand? Could it be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck.
You're the ultimate hope!
I think you came here for a different reason entirely. You came here to bring down the ultimate despair. You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope.
What the hell are you?
The ultimate hope has been added to the truth section.
So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool. So unhip. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Lame, 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 lame!
Not any kind of elite anything. Hope isn't a talent you develop, but I still... A moment of truth.
You suck! What do you want? So uncool! You dare to stand against us? Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Your idiocy ends here.
You're gross. Suffer from despair.
I just love despair!
You suck! What do you want? So uncool!
You're unbearable!
You're unbearable!
Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Would you like to die?
You're gross. Suffer from despair. Everything is pointless!
Okay, final strike, what is it?
Despair into tomorrow. Despair into
Hope keeps on going.
No despair into anything! We've got hope in our hearts.
I refuse to give up. I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away. I refuse to despair. Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
What's going on? What's happening?
Okay, where's the vote button? Let us vote. Probably got a C somewhere, because, yeah, there's the C, because I had to redo the one thingy mabobber there. Yay! Hey! We did it!
It looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Good. I'm ready to go.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing with our own hands.
Not all the secrets yet. We have to see if the outside really is as bad as they say.
The hell?
Indeed.
You've lost, Junko.
I lost?
I lost me? No way!
That's just...
Can't be! You still don't accept it? Even the ultimate despair herself is vulnerable to the onslaught of despair, it would seem.
What the heck?
And the killing by killing Junko. Was that as bad as to say? Do I know the answer? Find out soon. But there's no use in trying to fight it now. That's just...
Totally the best!
Oh dear. She's pulling a Toko now.
So this is despair.
The school 2 years ago created our incredibly detailed plan. I even killed my own sister for it.
And now I...
To come this far and fail at the very end.
True despair.
Most ultimately ultimate despair. What are you talking about? Don't you see, I'm so hopelessly desperate. I was bored of the whole of the world the moment I was born. I've been looking forward to this so desperately. This once-in-a-lifetime experience. It's my first and last colossal despair here at the moment of death. have the chance to taste of the highest grade despair, the utter failure of my dreams.
Despair?
So hopelessly happy right now.
Huh?
Wait, is she enjoying this?
Anyway.
Wait, are you prepared to admit defeat? I care whether I won or lost. Either way, it doesn't change a thing.
Totally the best!
Outside is only despair. Inside is only despair. No matter where you go, despair awaits you. That's not true.
Not possible.
You're wrong. Huh?
Don't make me.
Let me tell you this right now. We no longer fear despair. Because we've decided to enter the outside world with hope. Yeah, Makoto totally seduced us over to his side. Oh. But everyone,
Okay.
you said that despair is as contagious as any disease.
However.
But the same is true of hope. All you have to do is look at us to see how true that is. Kyoko? Stop it, stop it! I hate those faces you're making. See, those awful looks causes me nothing but pain.
There's one last
Fine, let me see. One last... Yeah. You guys want to get all hung up on the word hope? That's no skin off my nose. But just be warned, from this point on, one despair after another will stand in your way. No matter where you run, no matter where you hide. Maybe you'll find some hope, but there's a very fine line dividing that hope from bitter despair. Knowing that, you still plan to cling to your hope? Of course, because we... Shut up! Shut up! That was a rhetorical question! You interrupted my monologue! Almost done though, so whatever. Because it's almost punishment time, right?
It can't be.
Really intend to go through with this? That was the agreement, right? Well, hold on. It's not like I want you to die. You don't have to.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
What?
How many times do I have to tell you?
The act of living brings me no hope at all. All I want now is to taste the despair of death that you only get once in life, so...
Get in my way! So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful! Even a tenth of this despair, even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth. Okay, let's do this.
Her eyes.
I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
But that is a wallpaper. We'll let it sit there just for a little bit longer. Ah, yeah. Oh, it gets even better. Congratulations, Shugo has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Oh, she's just walking all nicely with him. Oh, here goes my monetization. Not that I had any. Silly copyright things for YouTube. She's waving goodbye to everyone. All of them put together, the ultimate punishment. The 1,000 blows. The cage of death. The burning of the Versalius Witch. Excavator Destroyer. Last time. So what, she survived all those other ones? And the after school lesson? So she survived all those other ones, but this is the one to finish her off. I see. And that's how everything came to an end. The final class trial. Junko Inishima, the ultimate despair. Life at Hope Speak Academy. It was all over. And normally I need to end it here. How much longer is there, Cheese? Because I know you said this next bit's pretty short. Yeah, the epilogue. Even after saying it was all over. Not like the building exploded or collapsed in on itself or anything. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed. Well, with one exception. The air purifiers turned off. Just like Junko said. They shut off immediately. That was the only difference. Goodbye, Despair High School. She done switched. We left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door. Nobody made a sound. I felt almost absent-minded. This was our epilogue before the final ending. We were stuck there in limbo, unmoving, unsure. But, in the end...
Hey.
We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point, we need to leave. To nobody's surprise, it was Kyoko who broke the silence.
Makoto.
Would you do the honors? Okay. As if awakened by Kyoko's words, I took out the object we'd gotten. Up until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko. But in the end, she dropped it before us.
So,
What, is that really it? Is that really the key to this door?
Indeed.
You don't have to read into what she said too much to find the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
In other words...
I'll force you out, she said that, just before dropping that. It makes sense that would be our way out of here.
But...
You never know. Maybe it's actually a switch that's going to make the school self-destruct. I mean, Junko never specifically says she let us leave here alive.
It's true.
Maybe right about that. Maybe.
Yes.
But even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it. Yeah, I guess that's true. There's nothing to worry about. If something ever happened to Master, I'd take my scissors and jam them so far up. Where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind? It's all over. We're just about to leave the school. What? Leave? We could go outside? That means me and the master can get married. And then he'll give me a little jewel of a baby.
That's enough.
Please stop. That'd be a greater horror than anything I've encountered so far. Anyway, don't worry. I have no doubt that we'll be able to leave here without a problem. It's what happens after we get out that I'm worried about. But, you know, in the end, I think part of me still thinks...
Serious?
Maybe when we get out of here, we'll see that everything she said about the world was a lie. On the other side of this door is a world as peaceful as remember. A lie. Peaceful as remember. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's still our world. It's where we're meant to live. Yeah, I guess so. And how do I put this? Unlike this school, the world is really big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure there must be some despair no matter what. But there also has to be lots of hope, right?
In other words...
The act of searching for hope, to try and find it, that by itself is the true meaning of hope. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving forward no matter what trouble you may fall into.
Am I wrong?
Is that what you mean, Makoto? Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I don't need any of you to spell that out for me. You know, Junko mentioned that there were still others out there who hadn't cast away hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. To rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Togami dynasty. I'll go with you. I'll follow you anywhere you want to go.
You got it.
Well, my first stop is going to be the closest donut shop. I can figure out the rest from there.
Hey.
And what are you going to do if there are no more donut shops or donuts?
Okay.
I'll just get some flour and make some myself. If there's no flour, I'll just grow some wheat. I get it now. There's no road, you just gotta build one. Creation. Fate is telling me to remake the world.
Could it be...
That's my hope.
How about that?
I've reached the next stage. The next chapter of Yasuhiro Hagakuri's life story is about to begin. So yeah, I'm sorry I digitally wasted. There's no donuts. Maybe. Is determined to have donuts? Yes. Thanks, Hina. You've totally opened my eyes. Hey, personal space, buddy. You're seriously creeping me out. Come on, Makoto. Even if everyone in the outside world is gone, even the world is steeped in despair, as long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. If we can get out there and do something, have some sort of impact. But what can we do? There's so few of us and we're so small. So what can we do? No. We can probably do anything. Yeah, we can do anything.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura. But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
30%.
You know how much I hate
Prediction
being
rate.
annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I
Sitting
can't
in
guarantee I'll
despair.
actually bother listening, but, you know.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me, and the others, I guess.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still, it does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
Hero said, before Sakura's death, no more murders will happen. Technically, I guess. Looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up, I have to push even harder. I keep moving forward with hope in my heart. Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. The door began to open. With my hands, with our hands, hope and despair mingled together, opened the door to the future. And then there's an angry mob just waiting there. And if they're all watching the televised, if it's being televised live, they'll know. Wait, what? Is that our memories coming flooding back? Son of a gun! Well then, fine, whatever. We've got ourselves some wonderful. Can I do anything on this? No. Okay. So we've got pictures happening on the screen. Guess you'll never know. Stay tuned for Danganronpa episode 2. Well, we have Danganronpa 2 to go through, so obviously it might be a continuation of the story. It could be a prequel, a sequel, who knows? Did I have fun? It was a good game. I enjoyed it. Lots of reading. It definitely would have gotten a lot faster off stream because, you know, not reading it. I read pretty quick, so I could have just go. Well, half the fun was doing the voices. So I am looking forward to seeing the others. The only thing is there's still so many questions left unanswered. There's always an end credits scene. Always. It's gotta be. More like a teaser. Excellent. Water suddenly had a weird taste to it. I think there's something odd with my water now. Not sure why. I want to know what happened at the end. Yes, that's why a spin-off visual novel is great. Ah, spin-off, eh? Otherwise, it was a good game. Definitely interesting, lots of twists around it. It was interesting seeing everybody give in to despair and slowly things changing to figure out who's going to be murdering, who did it, who didn't. Twists are their serious specialties. It's easier to do twists in games and stuff too. In some things there was some explanations that like the 2 years, that's a lot. The big bad reviews on Steam because of the end. Nothing new there. Games do that all the time. I'm happy that they didn't take the cheap way out. They could have easily had it where she went and killed herself, but to do the ultimate despair that no matter what you do, even if you do it right, boom, the school blows up and they all die anyways. No matter what you do, you'll still die. That's ultimate despair. They could have gone that route. So I'm glad they didn't cheap out with that. Was the real hero. Won't have a hand-holding character. It doesn't. Oh, okay, good. It did almost feel like Danganronpa 1 was very much a introduction, because even though I wasn't the hardest difficulty, I was on the medium one, but I was able to do most of it all the time. A few of the game overs were mainly just because I missed some things several times. I'd be missing my shots and so on. It wasn't because I didn't know what was happening. There were a couple where I was like, huh? Is number 2 still a port of the portable? Because I think Danganronpa 1 was a PSP game at first, correct? That is true. I missed that poor chicken. Just killed just for the blood. How could it? How could they? Spike Chunsoft. Two is also a part, okay.
Interesting. Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma. And I am this school's headmaster.
Dum dum dum. Receive the Easter egg present. Yay! All's well that ends. Is the achievement I got. And then there's school mode, a what-if simulation type play. Just want to see quickly here, because I got a couple more gifts now. Die coins, die! That should be enough. I got a duplicate, I'd be so mad. Cool. Okay. I've never seen it do that. So I think I've only got a couple left, eh? So you know what, let's go down to the 50%. No, I'm gonna run out of coins. I ran out of coins. Okay. Okay. Come on. Come on. $100%. Done. Escape button? Maybe. Maybe. Are you talking about in the school or of the things I got? Oh man, I didn't get an achievement pop-up for that? Boo. Ooh. Alright, so anyways. That's the end of that. Yeah. What a ride it has been. So it's definitely very interesting. Oh. Okay, looks like Chris is offline. Alright. So we're going to end it there. Apparently something's happening in my throat. It feels weird. So we're going, yeah, we're going to be there. Hey, True Impact's online right now. So you know what? He's playing some ESO right now. I've played with him. He's part of the TKKS as well as the... It's his first character as well, so everything's all brand new. Our lost for tomorrow's roller coaster. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. So tomorrow, as long as my voice actually turns out okay, because my throat's starting to really hurt for some weird, strange reason. Wasn't that much talking today. Yeah, we'll go find out what's going on in the next world. Ooh, exciting. So, stay tuned for tomorrow where we will continue with some more Danganronpa. We'll throw up the little raid here. Anyways, you have yourselves a wonderful night, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Catch you later.